Hi guys, it's me Annie and I'm back with another video. On my channel I do all kinds of cooking, crafting and DIY. So if you like that kind of content, please stick around, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of my future videos. Today I'm playing around with my multi-cooker and we are going to be using the slow cooker function today, not the pressure cook function. So I want to try out the slow cooker function to see how well it performs and compare it to a normal slow cooker and see if the food is just as delicious. So we're going to make a very hearty beef stew today in our multi-cooker on the slow cooker function. Let's get started. This hearty beef and vegetable stew is so easy. It's just a dump and go recipe. So the hardest part is just chopping up all the lovely vegetables you're gonna use.
Chop up some courgette, some celery sticks, some carrots, pumpkin, onion, 3 potatoes, as well as 500 grams of beef cubes.
First, we want to brown our meat. So I'm going to start on the saute function. So we press saute and start. Now the pot will heat up and we're going to add a little bit of olive oil to the pan or the pot. I'm going to add about a tablespoon worth of olive oil to the pot. And then once it's heated up, we will just brown our meat. So the pot is nice and hot and we are going to add our cubed beef. Now we will stir this around and let it brown, and then we will add some onion and garlic to this pot. Now that the beef has started to brown, we're just going to add some seasonings. I'll add some pepper, just add salt and pepper to taste and some salt. And now that the beef is nice and brown, we are going to add the onions. And we'll just saute the onions a little bit until they're soft for about 2 minutes. And then I will be adding some garlic as well. At this stage, I'm going to be adding some mixed herbs. Just about a teaspoon of mixed herbs. And just stir that through. This will make the beef very flavoursome. The best thing about the multi-cooker is you can do everything in one pot. Brown the meat and do the stew, and you don't have to dirty any other dishes along with the pot. So everything is in one pot, makes cleanup very easy. The onions have cooked for about 2 minutes and now it's soft. I'm going to be adding a teaspoon of garlic. That is about 1 clove of garlic. And I'll mix that through. let it cook for about 1 more minute. Now it has cooked for 1 more minute. I will cancel the saute function. Now the pot will start cooling down and we can add the vegetables. Now we're going to start adding the vegetables. We will start by adding the hard vegetables first. So I'm adding 3 chopped potatoes. Just dump it into the pot. Like I said, this is a true dump and go recipe. Very easy and simple beef and vegetable stew. So next I'll be adding pumpkin and carrots that's chopped up. So I added about a quarter of a pumpkin and about 4 smallish medium carrots that I chopped up. And now we're going to add the rest of the vegetables that are quite soft. We've got courgette and celery. Now our pot is quite full. You must always make sure that it doesn't go over the full line so that the pot lid can still fit on. So we still have some room. The pot lid will be able to fit, but because we are not going to pressure cook, it won't matter that much. And I almost forgot, we need a few tomatoes. So I'm just gonna add a few to the pot. Lastly, we will add 2 cups of vegetable broth to the pot. So my pot is right on the maximum line. So let's see if we can add the lid. So the lid still fits on. There's nothing pressing it up, so it's all fine. From here, you want to make sure this valve is on venting, not on sealing. So it's the other way around from the pressure cook function where you always want it on sealing. So it's on venting, and then we are going to start to slow cook. So I will show you how we do that. I do not know if you can see it so clearly. On our multi-cooker, it's got a slow cook function. So I press the slow cook function. Then you can choose either high or low. So I set the temperature to low because I'm going to cook this low and slow for 8 hours during the whole day, and it will be ready tonight when we want to eat. So we're not going to use the pressure adjust because we're not pressurizing the pot. So from here we just press start because it's already on 8 hours. I didn't need to adjust the time. And there we go. It will start counting down from 8 hours. And after 8 hours, we can eat our hearty beef and vegetable stew. You still need to put the lid on the lock setting because it forms a little bit of pressure. So just for safety, you need to lock the lid, but make sure the valve is on venting. So dinner is done and everybody enjoyed a lovely meal. The slow cooker setting on the multi-cooker worked a charm. But to my opinion, I prefer slow cooker meals cooked in a normal slow cooker because it didn't come out as tender as I have hoped after 8 hours. But everybody loved it and we still had a lovely meal, so it's a win. Thank you for watching my video today and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.